Capricorn, welcome to your June 7th to the 13th energy reading. We're going to be taking a look into the head and heart environment, including relationships, as well as receive a message from Spirit. My name is Catherine, and this is Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Please remember that these are general readings, so they are not going to resonate with everyone. However, if they do, I would truly appreciate it if you click subscribe. Please click the like button, as it really does help my channel to grow, and it's greatly appreciated. Now, if you would like a deeper insight as to their feelings for you, there is a link above that is going to be for our Earth signs, their feelings for you energy reading. All right. I had to divide this week's video, their feelings for you weekly video, into two parts, simply because of the fact that my iPad would not upload such a large file. So all of the links are below, also in the description box. All right. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me at oracleintuitions.com. All right, so let's get into it. And let's see what is going on for our Earth sign. So we're going to start off with the energy of the mind. So this is going to be things that you may be focusing in on, or energies, like external energies, that may be drawing in your focus. First card coming in is we have Unmarked Trail, Revelation. We have Gathering Around, the power of community. And we also have Inspiration. All right, so when we take a look at this, it does feel that for some of you, there may be some sort of, community project, or this could have to do with coworkers. It does feel that for some of you, you know what? I'm actually even getting that for some of you, you might even find some sort of inspiration. This might come off of the internet. Maybe you're in a community, online group in some way. It does feel... we have this revelation coming in. So there might be something, some sort of project that you're trying to start, something that you're trying to even renew, all right? But it does feel like there could be some sort of group work going on here. This might even be just with working with your coworkers, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at that Unmarked Trail, that revelation, all right? So we have that, yeah. A lot of... it's like you're following your instincts on this, okay? A lot of energy about, coming forward within yourself. We have that Ace of Cups. Wow. And we have the Eight of Cups. You know what I'm really getting here? Yeah, this is it. I feel like for some of you, you might have been listening to somebody. You might have been listening to somebody in regards to, maybe what you should do with your work, especially if you're creative, or if you have a talent of some sort, whether this is musical talent, whether this has to do with creative talent in some way. But it almost feels like you're in this place of, you might have been listening to others, okay? And it doesn't mean that this is always a bad thing. I feel like you're finding inspiration from some sort of possible group project or partnership in some form. But it almost feels like somebody was almost giving you the wrong information, or leading you down a path that it almost feels confusing. Literally, it almost feels confusing. Look at that. We got the Two of Wands coming in. It's like you had to choose your own path here. You had to choose your own path, but you had to choose that path. When we look at the Lovers, all right? Lovers doesn't always have to, do with soul relationships or anything like that. The original name of the Lovers card was choices. Making the right choice. Making the choice from your heart. And I do really get this energy coming through. Yeah, like somebody might have been even a little bit aggressive. Somebody might have been aggressive. They might have been trying to lead you down a different path that you just wasn't feeling secure or right for you. Okay. And again, it could have to do with some sort of creative project. It could have to do with work. It even could have to do with relationships, in some way. But you're taking charge now. And we have this Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're not only doing what is going to be making you happy or inspiring you, but it's also coming in with this energy of stability, of happiness, fulfillment. Maybe for some of you, you could even be buying a home, All right, maybe you were listening to others about, all of the what you need to watch for, or trying to, push you into some sort of direction in regards to this. But you are now following your own thoughts. You're now following your own inspiration. And this is what I'm getting. Let's take a look at this, the power of community. All right, what's coming in here? Judgment. Yeah, you know what? Again, I do feel that for some of you, you are going to get some sort of inspiration, or you may possibly get inspiration from other people. Okay, they could inspire you. But I do feel, all right, the power of community. It for some, you could have been being led by religious groups or some sort of tradition. Okay, maybe even for some of you, you were being led by family in regards to following tradition in some way. Maybe for some of you, we've got that Judgment card coming through, right? And this is about really going into yourself and figuring out what it is that you're enjoying, what you want, who you are, and the core inside of yourself. But I do feel that in some way, somebody or other people were trying to, I almost want to say they were trying to manipulate you in some way towards another path, or not, kind of being in that place of, oh, hey, don't follow this, don't follow that. And it was really giving you a lot of stress. Really giving you a lot of stress. But now you're moving out of that energy. Okay, now you're moving towards your own thing, your own gig, whatever it is, right? You might have even had to take some time away from these people in order to bring, the inspiration that you needed for yourself. So let's take a look at this inspiration. Let's see what's coming through. All right, we have this Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords coming in. Yeah, there's a lot of self-revelation in here, is what I'm feeling. And because of that self-revelation, it's really leading to an energy of success. Okay, there's that victory coming through, right? You're following your own path. You're being truly honest with yourself. I do feel that there is an energy here. There is elements that are coming through that you may have followed, whatever it was that somebody was saying for a while. All right, but it wasn't resonating with you. All right, I don't feel that you were getting either the advice that you really wanted to get, or it was trying to direct you or lead you down a path that just wasn't for you. But you've taken charge now. You've definitely taken charge. You're moving ahead. You're embracing all of yourself. Again, following what it is that you love, what it is that you embrace, and you're following your instincts. Okay? I do feel though that, again, especially with that Queen of Cups coming through, sometimes she can be very, compassionate towards others. Sometimes she can, even do what others want or say at the hazard of herself. Okay, because it may not be exactly what it is that she wants to do. But now, especially with that Nine of Pentacles coming through, you're taking charge. You're taking charge of your own energy, and you're like, that's not resonating with me. It's time for me to start taking care of me. It's time for me to follow my own dreams. It's time for me to, do the things that are really for me. That's what I'm getting. So let's get a look at relationships really quick, and let's see what's coming in for you for relationships. All right. Relationships. First card, we've got the 7th chakra coming through. We've got the 1st chakra coming through, and we have the strategy. All right. So that 7th chakra really talks about, this is our crown chakra. This talks about inspiration. It talks about clarity. Okay. Clarity that could be coming through, clarity that you're receiving. You're also doing a lot of healing with that 1st chakra coming in. All right. This is the root chakra. And our root chakra really talks about, sometimes it can talk about old childhood past, or things, that are being brought in from the past in some way. All right. And I do feel that what you're doing now is you're doing a lot of clearing. And it's interesting because we have from the seventh chakra to the root chakra. Okay. So it almost feels like you're balancing from the top to the bottom. Like you're going through all of the chakras here. And it feels that you're really working on this. Like there's this strategy coming through. Now, when we talk about this with relationships, this also could be somebody else that has had a lot of clarity and they've done a lot of their own personal healing. So again, just take it as it's resonating, but I do feel that this is more your energy than somebody else's. All right. You might even have a strategy of moving forward. For some of you, you might even be doing some healing and you recognize the fact that you needed to let go of some things, or you really needed to balance out your own energy to become your own individual person in some sense. We've got that Six of Swords. We've got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you might have been doing some sort of healing. Okay, you might have been doing some sort of healing in regards to a situation or a relationship in some way. You might have even decided to move away from a relationship or let a relationship go. Whether or not this even could have to do with balancing out a current relationship. For some of you, you may have been in that energy of really hanging on to old things, okay, kind of, and basically what that can mean is, maybe you're bringing up, you could be bringing up things to your partner, like, remember when you didn't mow the grass like 20 years ago, that kind of thing, all right? But it feels like you're letting go of things now. You're starting to move forward. You're starting to align and balance out those chakra systems, okay? You're becoming more balanced within yourself. Let's clarify that Six of Wands. What does the Six of Wands have to do with Six of Cups? We got a lot of sixes coming through here. Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel that for some of you, there is this little bit of energy of hanging on to things that are just, they just weren't needed, or they weren't really pushing you forward. They weren't really things that you needed to be focusing in on. Again, it could be small things, right? Like, again, hanging on to just, past energies of some sort. But it feels like because of the fact that I feel like there's forgiveness coming through here. Okay, I really do. I feel like there's forgiveness. Okay, for past wounds. Now, whether this is within person or whether that this is, just an energetic feeling towards somebody, it's kind of like looking at it and going, do I really need to hang on to this energy anymore? Do I really need to keep, focusing in on some sort of lies or some sort of deception or some sort of whatever happened here? Okay. Because this could be a perceived thought, or it could be a true thought, a true reality, a 3D happening. Okay. Something that happened in reality, or something that you may be just focusing in on. But what I'm getting here is that you're just not paying attention to it anymore. Again, I do feel that there's some sort of forgiveness coming in. All right. It kind of feels like you're ready to let go. And because of that, there is a manifestation towards the future. Again, we have that King of Swords coming in with that strategy. It's like you have plans for the future. Looks like you have plans for the future. Let's take a look at energies connected to you. An energy connected to you. Five of Wands. We have the Lovers coming through again. And we have the Star. I feel that there may have been some sort of disagreements, back and forth type of energy. There may have been some sort of arguments, even to some degree, some sort of pettiness coming in. Okay. This could be from you. This could be from them. And it almost feels like this energy where, there's no really there wasn't really a movement forward, simply because it kept kind of going around and around and around in some way. But because of the fact that you're both working on releasing that old energy, okay, or maybe not bringing up what happened last week or, you know, last month or last year or whatever it is. There's some sort of forgiveness coming in here. There's a rebirth, okay, a rebirth within the situation, and it does feel like it's moving towards an element of stability. All right, you're letting go. Letting go. For some of you, might have even walked away. For some of you, might even be walking away. All right, because it feels like you have evolved. Maybe they haven't. Okay, and again, just take that as it's resonating. But you're choosing a path of alignment is what I'm getting. You're choosing a path of your own alignment. And again, this really goes back. Look at that judgment coming through. This really goes back to what we had talked about before, is following your own instincts, following your own intuition, following your own whatever it is. Okay, somebody may have been holding you back, or maybe somebody else was bringing up, you know, old energy or old grudges, or trying to manipulate a situation in some way, because we did have that Seven of Swords. We got the Five of Swords, I believe, coming in. All right. You might have just stepped away, walked away from it. But I do feel that there's a balance of energies. Now, again, you know, whether or not you are with this person, or whether or not there's some sort of reconciliation that you're wanting within the energy, it is showing that at the very least, you're coming in, or you're coming into your own strength and your own power. Again, your own alignment. Beautiful energy. I do feel that, that it does feel like a duo energy. Okay. And again, that's only going to resonate, you know, maybe perhaps with some of you. Maybe you're looking at the person, it's like, they're never going to grow up. All right. But again, you know, you might have to be in that place where you let go of that energy. It doesn't mean that you have to reconcile with them, or that you have to allow them back, you know, into a relationship with you. But it does help your own alignment by doing the forgiving, the balancing, just sort of letting it go. Coming into your own strength, your own power. All right. So let's take a look and see what message from Spirit is coming through. Develop a stronger concentration. I do feel that for some of you, remember how I talked about, like, you might be, you know, going over things, or, you know, even going back into things, or reliving the past in some way. And it kind of feels like what Spirit is saying to you is, now that you've let go of things, or you're working on letting go of things, really focus on the concentration of moving forward. Okay, be in that place that you're bringing the energy forward rather than reverse. It talks about unlocking your heart. Okay, and when we do forgive people, or when we come from a place of forgiveness, or even a place of alignment in some way, all right, it really does help our own personal heart energy to grow. And this is actually more important than really anything. Because when we allow our own personal heart energy to grow, this is where we allow in miracles. This is where we allow in growth for ourselves, inspiration to come through. All right, because I do feel that for many of you, you're in this place of acquiring inspiration. Okay, acquiring your own, basically your own next movement forward, or your next perhaps project, okay, or next perhaps whatever it is. But it's like the next step forward. And I do feel that by releasing that old energy, you're going to be in this place where you're now open and allowing for this new to come through. So Capricorn, I truly hope that this has helped. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated with you, please click subscribe. Please click like on the video. Have an amazing week and take care.